Today at our hand wash bay, we have a BMW E28. This car is being prepared for a classic car exhibition. It's incredibly well preserved, a true showpiece. There are very few cars left in this condition nowadays.
The first step of the wash is the pre-wash stage with an alkaline cleaner. Alkaline foam helps break down traffic film, road grime, old layers of dirt, and oily deposits. It softens and lifts the contamination from the surface so it can be safely rinsed away without scratching the paint.
E28 was also the first 5 Series to get a true high-performance version, the legendary M5. Back then, it was the fastest sedan in the world. Even non-M versions of the E28 are known for exceptional durability. With proper care, these cars can easily reach 500,000 kilometers. A well-preserved example is rare, and seeing a car in this condition today is genuinely impressive.
I've been working at a hand wash detailing shop for 5 years, and even in all that time, I rarely see cars this well preserved. It's always a pleasure to work on a piece of automotive history that still looks this good. By the way, I'll tell you how much this full wash and detail cost at the end of the video, so make sure to watch till the end.
Right now, I'm applying an iron remover to the wheels, a chemistry known in detailing simply as iron. This product is designed to dissolve embedded metallic particles, brake dust, and all the tiny iron contaminants that get baked onto the surface over time. Even on cars that are well maintained, wheels collect a huge amount of metal fallout from the brakes, and regular shampoos can't remove it. When iron starts reacting with these particles, it changes color and turns purple or pink. That's how you can visually see the contamination melting away. This step is really important if you want the wheels to be perfectly clean and restored to their original shine. It also helps prevent long-term corrosion and keeps the surface smooth for future protection, like wax or ceramic coatings. Proper wheel cleaning is one of the most satisfying parts of detailing.
Now we're moving on to the hand wash stage, the most delicate and important part of the entire cleaning process. At this point, I apply a high-quality automotive shampoo and start washing the car with a soft, porous sponge. Because we already completed the first phase of the wash, which removed most of the dirt, dust, and microscopic contaminants, the surface is now safe to touch. That's why the second phase can be done by hand without the risk of scratching the paint. A proper hand wash is all about gentle movements and full control. I carefully glide the sponge across every panel, letting the lubricating shampoo lift any remaining grime while keeping the paint protected. This method helps preserve the car's shine and prevent swirl marks, something especially important on a classic like the BMW E28. During this stage, I also pay attention to all the small details: door mirrors, window trims, the fuel cap area. Anything that the high-pressure rinse might have missed gets cleaned by hand now. A good hand wash not only makes the car visually cleaner, but also prepares it for deeper detailing steps like drying, polishing, or interior treatment. It's always satisfying to see the original color and gloss come back to life as the shampoo runs off the body.
You know, while working on this BMW E28 today, I realized there are so many things I never really knew about this model. So while the wash continues in the background, let me share some truly fascinating facts about this car. Some of them surprised even me, and I've been working with cars every single day for years. First of all, the E28 wasn't just another sedan of the 80s. It was one of the very first cars in the world to introduce advanced onboard electronics for its time. For example, it featured a check control system that monitored brake lights, coolant levels, washer fluid, things that later became standard, but back then were absolutely futuristic. Imagine that, a car from 1984 telling you what's wrong long before it becomes a problem. Another thing I didn't know is how incredibly well balanced the chassis is. The engineers of BMW spent years refining the weight distribution, and the E28 came out with close to a perfect 50-50 balance.
That's one of the reasons why today, even after so many decades, enthusiasts still love to drive these cars. They feel stable, predictable, almost like an extension of the driver. And here's a fun fact that really impressed me. The E28 is actually the platform where the legendary BMW M5 was born. The very first M5 in history was based on this generation. BMW literally took a family sedan and put a modified M1 supercar engine into it. That single decision changed automotive culture forever and created the world's first true super sedan.
Now we're moving on to the third phase of the wash, applying wax. This step is all about protection and shine. When we cover the car with this liquid wax, it creates a thin protective layer on the surface of the paint. This layer helps the car stay cleaner for longer because dirt and dust don't stick as easily. It also makes the water bead up instantly. You'll see those perfect round droplets sliding right off the bodywork. What I really love about this stage is the finish it gives. After the wax is rinsed and the car dries, the paint gets a deep, glossy look, almost like it was freshly polished. It's a simple but very effective way to protect the car and make it look stunning without doing a full paint correction. For a classic like this BMW E28, preserving the paint is especially important, and wax is one of the easiest ways to keep it looking show ready.
And I really hope that my work today will help this BMW E28 win a prize at the upcoming retro car exhibition. I'm doing my best to make it look absolutely perfect. Every detail, every surface, every reflection. Of course, a huge part of the credit goes to the owner of this car. It's thanks to his care and dedication that this E28 has survived in such incredible condition. Cars like this don't just happen. They're preserved with love. If you enjoy my work, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, Detailing Vibes. I appreciate every single one of you, and your support means the world to me. I truly want to build a professional career on YouTube, doing what I love the most, detailing beautiful cars.
Now I'm pouring water directly over the car, not spraying it, but letting it flow just like from a tap. This helps me check the hydrophobic effect and see how the water beads and slides off the surface. A properly applied wax should create tight, round water beads that run off the paint effortlessly. This technique is also used when preparing the car for a clay bar treatment later on. But I'll talk about that and show the full process in another video. For now, I'm simply checking whether the hydrophobic layer is working correctly and whether the wax was applied the way it should be. For this car, I decided to dry it by hand using soft microfiber towels, because this vehicle is truly special. Normally, in everyday work, we dry cars using high-pressure air. We blow the water out the surface, and all the moisture simply falls to the ground. But for a classic like this, a gentle hand-drying approach feels much more appropriate. And now we move on to the interior, the trunk, and all the inside areas. My task here was a light cleanup, since this is a show car and it's not used for daily driving. So I focused on wiping down all the surfaces with cleaning products, refreshing the cabin, and bringing the interior back to its crisp, presentable look. Since this BMW E28 will be displayed at an exhibition where people can actually sit inside and explore every detail, I'm putting in my best effort to make the interior spotless. It's not just about removing dust. It's about preserving the charm and beauty of this original interior. Honestly, this cabin is stunning. Back in the day, they paid incredible attention to detail. Every stitch on the leather, every panel looks perfectly balanced and well crafted. I really appreciate that approach to cars where they feel almost new while still keeping their history. That's why I'm carefully going over every surface, cleaning panels, treating the leather, vacuuming the carpets, and making sure every corner is perfect so visitors can truly enjoy the interior of this legendary model. And now we've reached the final stage, applying the plastic restorer to all the exterior plastic elements of the car. This step really brings out the depth and richness of the materials, giving them that fresh, just detailed look. Earlier, we also treated the wheels with a tire dressing to make them shine, but I didn't manage to capture that on camera, so you'll just have to trust me on that. It's these final touches that make the car look complete and polished, enhancing every detail from the trim to the bumpers. When all the plastics are evenly treated, it really ties the whole look together, giving the BMW a sharp, showroom quality finish. It's amazing how much these small steps elevate the overall appearance and make the car truly stand out.
And finally, I promised to share how much a cleaning like this would cost. For this BMW, I didn't charge anything, because it belongs to a friend who's owned it for over 15 years and often takes it to classic car shows. So for him, this was my gift. But if this were a client, the work would typically cost around 80 to 120 euros. Thank you all for watching and supporting my channel. I'm always working to improve the quality of my videos, sharing tips about car washing and detailing. I'll keep creating even more in-depth, high quality, and interesting content for you. Thank you if you subscribe, leave a like, boost this video, or hype it up. I really appreciate it. I love all of you, and once again, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.